Man, this stuff is getting me so freaking pumped up. I'm finally actually getting to read this stuff. So the lists of those philosophers that I did from the Wikipedia page, I've rewritten that 4 times and I think I've written it once or twice, and I've typed it at least 2 or 3 times all the way through. So, oh man, I'm so excited. I've been thinking about stuff like this for over a year now. In like every day. Oh man, this is so freaking cool. Volume 33. Oh, sorry. Great Books of the Western World, Volume 1. I'm in the extra contents. It's just kind of listing some stuff out. Basically what I was looking at Wikipedia for, but this is organized a little differently. Volume 33. Blaise Pascal, The Provincial Letters, Pensées, Preface to the Treatise on the Vacuum, New Experiments Concerning the Vacuum, Account of the Great Experiment Concerning the Equilibrium of Fluids, Treatises on the Equilibrium of Liquids, and on the Weight of the Mass of Air, on Geometrical Demonstration, Treatise on the Arithmetical Triangle, Correspondence with Fermat on the Theory of Probabilities. Interesting. Okay. Volume 34. Sir Isaac Newton. Mathematical Principles of Natural Philosophy. Optics. Oh, that's going to be so freaking sweet. That's Principia Mathematica. And then optics is something I've been really, really wanting to learn for a long time now. And then I was last affirmed by that YouTube video. There's a channel where a guy, he uses a giant magnifying lens. I say giant, it's probably a couple feet by a couple feet, but he uses that to start fires, and it's just like, oh, it's just so cool. And then this is going to be nice too. Christian Huygens' Treatise on Light. So this is going to be like the stuff Einstein probably was reading. Volume 35. John Locke. A Letter Concerning Toleration, Concerning Civil Government, Second Essay, An Essay Concerning Human Understanding, George Berkeley, The Principles of Human Knowledge, David Hume, An Enquiry Concerning Human Understanding. Jonathan Swift. Volume 36. Jonathan Swift, Gulliver's Travels. That one's actually going to be cool because I've heard about that one. Lawrence Stern, The Life and Opinions of Tristan Shandy, Gent. Volume 37, Henry Fielding, The History of Tom Jones, A Foundling. Volume 38, Charles de Secondat Barret de Montesquieu, The Spirit of Laws, Jean-Jacques Rousseau, A Discourse on the Origin of Inequality, A Discourse on Political Economy, The Social Contract. Volume 39, Adam Smith, An Inquiry into the Nature and Causes of the Wealth of Nations. Volume 40, Edward Gibbon, The Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire, chapters 1 to 40. Oh, that will be exciting. To actually learn more about the Romans. Volume 41, Edward Gibbon, The Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire, part 2, chapters 41 to 71. Volume 42, Immanuel Kant, The Critique of Pure Reason, Fundamental Principles of the Metaphysic of Morals. The Critique of Practical Reason, Preface and Introduction to the Metaphysical Elements of Ethics with a Note on Conscience, General Introduction to the Metaphysic of Morals, The Science of Right, The Critique of Judgment, Volume 43, American State Papers. Oh, this will be fun too. I've already read the Declaration and the Constitution, but it'll be nice to see it again. So, American State Papers, the Declaration of Independence, Articles of Confederation, the Constitution of the United States of America. Alexander Hamilton, James Madison, and John Jay, The Federalist. That'll be a good one too. John Stuart Mill, On Liberty, Representative Government, Utilitarianism. Volume 44. James Boswell, The Life of Samuel Jackson. Samuel Johnson. Shoot. Samuel Johnson, when I do his animation, it's going to be of Samuel L. Jackson's face. Volume 45. Antoine Laurent Lavoisier, Elements of Chemistry. Ooh, that'll be a nice one. Jean-Baptiste Joseph Fourier, Analytical Theory of Heat. That'll be kind of exciting too, because I know about the Fourier transform, but it'll be cool to actually read something from him. Michael Faraday, Experimental Researches in Electricity. Volume 46. George Wilhelm Friedrich Hegel, The Philosophy of Right, The Philosophy of History. Volume 47. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, Faust. Volume 48. Herman Melville, Moby Dick or The Whale. Volume 49. Charles Darwin, The Origin of Species by Means of Natural Selection, The Descent of Man and Selection in Relation to Sex. Volume 50. Karl Marx, Capital. Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels, Manifesto of the Communist Party. Volume 51. Count Leo Tolstoy, War and Peace. Volume 52. Fyodor Mikhailovich Dostoevsky. The Brothers Karamazov. Volume 53. William James, The Principles of Psychology. Volume 54. Sigmund Freud, The Origin and Development of Psychoanalysis. Selected Papers on Hysteria, Chapters 1 through 10. The Sexual Enlightenment of Children. The Future Prospects of Psychoanalytic Therapy. Observations on Wild Psychoanalysis. The Interpretation of Dreams. On Narcissism. Instincts and their Vicissitudes. Repression. The Unconscious. A General Introduction to Psychoanalysis. Beyond the Pleasure Principle. Group Psychology and the Analysis of the Ego and the id. Inhibitions, Symptoms and Anxiety. Thoughts for the Times on War and Death. Civilization and its Discontents. New Introductory Lectures on Psychoanalysis. All right, Part 2, 10 Years of Reading in Great Books of the Western World. All right, this is how it's written down. So the idea is to read, in the first year, read Plato, Apology, and Crito, Volume 7. Then, in 2, read Aristophanes, Clouds, Lysistrata. It's Volume 5 in those pages. 3, Plato, The Republic, Books 1 and 2. It's Volume 7. Aristotle, Ethics. It's Volume 9. Ethics, Book 1. That's Volume 9. Aristotle, Politics, Book 1, Volume 9. And then Plutarch, The Lives of the Noble Grecians and Romans. And that includes Lycurgus, Numa, Pompilius, Lycurgus and Numa compared, Alexander, and Caesar. That's Volume 14. New Testament, the Gospel according to St. Matthew, the Acts of the Apostles, St. Augustine's Confessions, Books 1 through 8, Volume 18, Machiavelli, The Prince, Volume 23, and those pages. I'm just going to say the order. I'm going to go back and redo this. So 1 is Plato, that's Apology and Crito. Aristophanes, Clouds and Lysistrata, Plato's Republic, Aristotle's Ethics, Aristotle's Politics, Plutarch's The Lives of the Noble Grecians and Romans. The New Testament, St. Augustine's Confessions, Machiavelli's The Prince, Rabelais, Gargantua and Pantagruel, Montaigne's Essays, Shakespeare's Hamlet, Locke's Concerning Civil Government, Rousseau's The Social Contract, Gibbon's The Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire, hold on, Okay, I got to read the whole thing. I didn't realize how they divided this. Okay. So, one, Plato, Apology and Crito. 7, 200, 219. So that's the volume number. So it'll be single and double digits. And then a now I'll read the whole thing. I'm sorry. First year, Plato, Apology, Crito, volume 7, page 200, 219. 2, Aristophanes, Clouds, Lysistrata, volume 5, page 488, 506, 583, 599. Plato, Republic, book 1 and 2, volume 7, page 295, 324. 4, Aristotle, Ethics, book 1, volume 9, page 339, 348. 5, Aristotle, Politics, book 1, volume 9, page 445, 455. 6, Plutarch, The Lives of the Noble Grecians and Romans, Lycurgus, Numa Pompilius, Lycurgus and Numa Compared, Alexander, Caesar. Volume 14, page 32 to 64, 540, 604. 7, New Testament, the Apostle according to St. Matthew, the Acts of the Apostles. 8, St. Augustine, Confessions, book 1 through 8, volume 18, page 1 to 61. Machiavelli, The Prince, volume 23, page 1 to 37. 10, Rabelais, Gargantua and Pantagruel, book 1 and 2, volume 24, page 1 to 126. 11, Montaigne, Essays of Custom, and that we should not easily change a law received, of pedantry, of the education of children, that it is folly to measure truth and error by our own capacity, of cannibals, that the relish of good and evil depends in a great measure upon the opinion we have of them, upon some verses of Virgil. Volume 25, page 42 to 51, 55 to 82, 91 to 98, 115, 125, 406, 434. 12, Shakespeare, Hamlet, volume 27, page 29 to 72. 13, Locke, Concerning Civil Government, second essay, volume 35, page 25 to 81. 14, Rousseau, The Social Contract, book 1 and 2, volume 38, page 387, 406. 15, Gibbon, The Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire, chapters 15, 16, volume 40, page 179, 234. 16, The Declaration of Independence, the Constitution of the United States, the Federalist, numbers 1 to 10, 15, 31, 47, 51, 68 to 71, volume 43, page 1 to 3, 11 to 20, 29 to 53, 62 to 66, 103, 105, 153, 156, 162, 165, 205, 216. I should do it that way, that's better. 17, Smith, The Wealth of Nations, Introduction, Book 1, Chapter 9, Volume 39, page 1 to 41. 18, Marx Engels, Manifesto of the Communist Party, Volume 50, page 415, 434. Okay? Year 2. 1. Homer, The Iliad, Volume 4, page 3 to 179. 2. Aeschylus, Agamemnon, Coephoro, Eumenides, Volume 5, page 52 to 91. Sophocles, Oedipus the King, Antigone, Volume 5, page 99 to 113, 131 to 142. 4. Herodotus, The History, Book 1 and 2, Volume 6, page 1 to 88. Plato, Meno, Volume 7, page 174190. Aristotle, Poetics, Volume 9, page 681699. Aristotle, Ethics, Book 2, Book 3, Chapter 5 through 12, Book 6, Chapter 8 through 13. Volume 9, page 348, 355, 359, 366, 390, 394. 8. Nicomachus, Introduction to Arithmetic, Volume 11, page 811848. Lucretius, On the Nature of Things, Books 1 through 4, Volume 12, page 1 to 61. Marcus Aurelius, Meditations, Volume 12, page 253310. 11. Hobbes, Leviathan, Part 1, Volume 23, page 45 to 98. 12. Milton, Areopagitica, Volume 32, page 381412. 13. Pascal, Henses, Numbers 72, 82 to 83, 100, 128, 131, 139, 142, 143, 171, 194, 195, 219, 229, 233, 234, 242, 273, 277, 282, 289, 298, 303, 320, 323, 325, 330, 331, 374, 385, 392, 395, 397, 409, 412, 413, 416, 418, 425, 430, 434, 435, 463, 491, 525, 531, 538, 543, 547, 553, 556, 564, 571, 586, 598, 607, 610, 613, 619, 620, 631, 640, 644, 673, 675, 684, 692, 693, 737, 760, 768, 792, 793. Volume 33, page 181, 184, 186, 189, 191, 192, 195, 200, 203, 205, 210, 212, 218, 222, 225, 227, 229, 232, 237, 251, 255, 259, 264, 275, 277, 287, 290, 291, 296, 302, 318, 321, 322, 326, 327. Pascal, Treatise on the Arithmetical Triangle, Volume 33, page 447, 473. Swift, Gulliver's Travels, Volume 36, page Robin 5 to 184. Rousseau, A Discourse on the Origin of Inequality, Volume 38, page 323, 366. Kant, Fundamental Principles of the Metaphysic of Morals, Volume 42, page 253, 287. Mill, On Liberty, Volume 43, page 267, 323. Year 3. Aeschylus, Prometheus Bound, Volume 5, page 4051. Herodotus, The History, Book 7 to 9, Volume 6, page 214314. Thucydides, The History of the Peloponnesian War, Book 1 and 2 and 5, Volume 6, page 349416, 482, 508. 4. Plato, Statesman, Volume 7, page 580608. Aristotle, On Interpretation, Chapters 1 through 10, Volume 8, 25 to 31. 6. Aristotle, Politics, Book 3 through 5, Volume 9, page 471519. Euclid, Elements, Book 1, Volume 11, page 1 to 29. 8. Tacitus, The Annals, Volume 15, page 1 to 184. St. Thomas Aquinas, Summa Theologica, Part 1 and 2, QQ 90 to 97. Volume 20, page 205, 238, 239. 10. Chaucer, Troilus and Cressida, Volume 22, page 1 to 155. 11. Shakespeare, Macbeth, Volume 27, page 284310. 12. Milton, Paradise Lost, Volume 32, page 93 to 333. 13. Locke, An Essay Concerning Human Understanding, Book 3, Chapter 1 to 3 and 9 to 11. Volume 35, page 251, 260, 285, 306. 14. Kant, Science of Right, Volume 42, page 397, 458. 15. Mill, Representative Government, Chapters 1 to 6, Volume 43, page 327, 370. Lavoisier, Elements of Chemistry, Volume 45, page 1 to 52. Dostoevsky, The Brothers Karamazov, Part 1 and 2, Volume 52, page 1 to 170. Freud, The Origin and Development of Psychoanalysis, Volume 54, page 1 to 20. Fourth year, Euripides, Medea, Hippolytus, Trojan Women, the Bacchantes, Volume 5, page 212, 236, 270, 281, 340, 352. Republic, Books 6 through 7. Volume 7, page 373, 401. Plato, Theaetetus, Volume 7, page 512, 550. Aristotle, Physics, Book 4, Chapters 1 through 5, 10 to 14. Come on. Aristotle, Physics, Book 4, Chapters 1 through 5, 10 to 14. Volume 8, page 287, 292, 297, 304. Aristotle, Metaphysics, Book 1, Chapters 1 to 2, Book 4, Book 6, Chapter 1, Book 11, Chapters 1 to 4. Volume 8, page 499, 501, 522, 532, 547, 548, 587, 590. St. Augustine, Confessions, Book 9 to 13. Volume 18, page 61 to 125. St. Thomas Aquinas, Summa Theologica, Part 1, QQ 16 to 17, 84 to 88. Volume 19, page 94 to 104, 440 to 473. Montaigne, Apology for Raymond de Sebond, Volume 25, page 208, 294. Galileo, Two New Sciences, Third Day, through Scholium of Theorem 2. Volume 28, page 197 to 10. Bacon, Novum Organum, Preface in Book 1. Volume 30, page 105 to 136. Descartes, Discourse on the Method, Volume 31, page 41 to 67. Newton, Mathematical Principles of Natural Philosophy, Prefaces, Definitions, Axioms, General Scholium, Volume 34, page 1 to 24, 369, 372. Locke, An Essay Concerning Human Understanding, Book 2. Volume 35, page 121, 251. Hume, An Enquiry Concerning Human Understanding, Volume 35, page 450, 509. Kant, Critique of Pure Reason, Prefaces, Introduction, Transcendental Aesthetic, Volume 42, page 1 to 33. Melville, Moby Dick, Volume 48. Dostoevsky, The Brothers Karamazov, Part 3 and 4, Volume 52, page 171412. James, Principle of Psychology, Chapter 15, 20. Volume 53, page 396420, 540, 635. Year 5. Plato, Phaedo. Volume 7, page 220251. Aristotle, Categories, Volume 8, page 5 to 21. Aristotle, On the Soul, Book 2, Chapters 1 to 3, Book 3. Volume 8, page 642, 645, 658, 668. Hippocrates, The Oath, On Ancient Medicine, On Airs, Waters, and Places, the Book on Prognostics, Of the Epidemics, the Laws on the Sacred Disease. Volume 10, page Roman 13, 26, 4463, 144, 154, 160. Galen, On the Natural Faculties, Volume 10, page 167 215. Virgil, The Aeneid, Volume 13, page 103 379. Ptolemy, The Almagest, Book 1, Chapters 1 to 8. Copernicus, Revolutions of the Heavenly Spheres, Introduction, Book 1, Chapter 11. Kepler, Epitome of Copernican Astronomy, Book 4, Part 2, Chapters 1 and 2, Volume 16, page 5 to 14, 505, 532, 887, 895. Plotinus, 6th Ennead, Volume 17, page 252360. St. Thomas Aquinas, Summa Theologica, Part 1, QQ 7576 and 7879, Volume 19, page 378399, 407, 427. Dante, The Divine Comedy, 21, page 1 to 52. Harvey, The Motion of the Heart and Blood, Volume 28, page 267304. Cervantes, Don Quixote, Volume 29, page Roman 11 to 204. Spinoza, Ethics, Part 2, Volume 31, page 373394. Berkeley, The Principles of Human Knowledge, Volume 35, page 403, 444. Kant, Critique of Pure Reason, Transcendental Analytic, Volume 42, page 34 to 108. Darwin, The Origin of Species, Introduction, Chapter 6, Chapter 15, Volume 9, page 6 to 98, 230 to 243. Tolstoy, War and Peace, Books 1 through 8, Volume 51, page 1 to 341. 18. James, Principle of Psychology, Chapter 28, Volume 53, page 851 to 897. The sixth year. 1. Old Testament, Genesis, Exodus, Deuteronomy. 2. Homer, The Odyssey, Volume 4, page 183 to 322. 3. Plato, Laws, Book 10, Volume 7, page 757, 771. Aristotle, Metaphysics, Book 12, Volume 8, page 598, 606. Tacitus, The Histories, Volume 15, page 189, 302. Plotinus, 5th Ennead, Volume 17, page 208, 251. St. Augustine, The City of God, Book 15 to 18. Volume 18, page 397, 507. St. Thomas Aquinas, Summa Theologica, Part 1, QQ 1 to 13. Volume 19, page 3 to 75. Dante, The Divine Comedy, Purgatory. Oh, so the first Divine Comedy was Hell. This is Purgatory. Volume 21, page 53 to 105. Shakespeare, Comedy of Errors, The Taming of the Shrew, As You Like It, Twelfth Night. Volume 26, page 149, 169, 199, 228, 597, 626, Volume 27, 1 to 28. Spinoza, Ethics, Part 1, Volume 31, page 355, 372. Milton, Agonistes, Volume 32, page 337, 378. Pascal, The Provincial Letters, Volume 33, page 1 to 67. Locke, An Essay Concerning Human Understanding, Book 4, Volume 35, page 307, 395. 15. Gibbon, The Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire, Chapters 1 to 5, General Observations on the Fall of the Roman Empire in the West. Volume 40, page 1 to 51, 630, 634. Kant, Critique of Pure Reason, Transcendental Dialectic. Volume 42, page 108 to 209. Hegel, Philosophy of History, Introduction. Volume 46, page 153, 206. Tolstoy, War and Peace, Books 9 to 15, Epilogues. Volume 51, page 342, 696. Seventh year, Old Testament, Job, Isaiah, Amos. Plato, Symposium, Volume 7, page 149, 173. Plato, Philebus, Volume 9, page 609, 639. Aristotle, Ethics, Books 8 through 10, Volume 9, page 406 to 436. 5. Archimedes, Measurement of a Circle, The Equilibrium of Planes, Book 1, The Sand Reckoner, On Floating Bodies, Book 1, Volume 11, page 447, 451, 502, 509, 520, 526, 538, 542. Epictetus, Discourses, Volume 12, page 105, 245. Plotinus, First Ennead, Volume 17, page 1 to 34. St. Thomas Aquinas, Summa Theologica, Part 1 and 2, QQ 1 to 5. Volume 19, page 609, 643. Dante, The Divine Comedy, Paradise. Volume 21, page 106 to 171. Rabelais, Gargantua and Pantagruel, Part 3 and 4. Volume 24, page 127312. Shakespeare, Julius Caesar, Antony and Cleopatra, Coriolanus. Volume 26, page 568596. Volume 27, page 311392. Galileo, Two New Sciences, First Day. Volume 28, page 131 to 137. 13. Spinoza, Ethics, Parts 4 and 5. Volume 31, page 422463. Newton, Mathematical Principles of Natural Philosophy. Book 3, Rules. Optics, Book 1, Part 1, Book 3, Queries. Volume 34, page 270271, 379423, 516544. 15. Huygens, Treatise on Light. Volume 34, page 551619. Kant, Critique of Practical Reason. Volume 42, page 291361. Kant, Critique of Judgment. Critique of Aesthetic Judgment. 42, page 461549. 18. Mill, Utilitarianism. Volume 43, page 445476. God, this is so cool. 8th year, Aristophanes. Thesmorpho Rhazuse, Ecclesiasticus, Plutus. Volume 5, page 600-642. Plato, Gorgias. Volume 7, page 252-294. Aristotle, Ethics, Book 5. Volume 9, page 376387. Aristotle, Rhetoric. Pause. Book 1, Chapter 1, Book 2, Chapter 1, Book 2, Chapter 20, Book 3, Chapter 1, Book 3, Chapter 13 to 19. Volume 9, page 593623, 640, 654, 667, 675. St. Augustine on Christian Doctrine. Volume 18, page 619698. Hobbes, Leviathan, Part 2. Volume 23, page 99 to 164. 7. Shakespeare, Othello, King Lear. Volume 27, page 205-283. Bacon, Advancement of Learning. Book 1, Chapter 1, Book 2, Chapter 11. Volume 30, page 1 to 55. Descartes, Meditations on the First Philosophy. Volume 31, page 69 to 103. Spinoza, Ethics, Part 3. Volume 31, page 395422. Locke, A Letter Concerning Toleration. Volume 35, page 1 to 22. Stirner, Tristram Shandy. Volume 36, page 190 to 556. Rousseau, A Discourse on Political Economy. Volume 38, page 367-385. Adam Smith, The Wealth of Nations, Book 2. Volume 39, page 117-162. Boswell, The Life of Samuel Johnson. Volume 44, page 49 to 55, 104 to 139, 159 to 173, 247, 262, 281, 322. Marx, Capital, Prefaces, Part 1 and 2. Volume 50, page 1 to 84. Goethe, Faust, Part 1. Volume 47, page 1 to 114. James, Principles of Psychology, chapters 8 to 10. Volume 53, page 130 to 259. 9th year, Plato, The Sophist. Volume 7, page 551579. Thucydides, The History of the Peloponnesian War. Books 7 and 8. Volume 6, page 538593. Aristotle, Politics. Books 7 and 8. Volume 9, page 527548. Apollonius, on Conic Sections. Book 1, Propositions 1 to 15. Book 3, Propositions 42 to 55. Volume 11, page 603, 624, 780, 797. New Testament, the Gospel according to St. John, the Epistle of Paul, the Apostle to the Romans, the First Epistle of Paul, the Apostle to the Corinthians. St. Augustine, The City of God, Book 5 and 19. Volume 18, page 207, 230, 507, 530. St. Thomas Aquinas, Summa Theologica, Part 2, QQ 1 to 7. Volume 20, page 380416. Gilbert, on the Lodestone. Volume 28, page 1 to 121. Descartes, Rules for the Direction of Mind. Volume 31, page 1 to 40. Descartes, Geometry. Volume 31, page 295353. It says 128 there, but I don't know if that's for the same thing. Maybe 128 is supposed to be there? I don't know. 11. Pascal, The Great Experiment Concerning the Equilibrium of Fluids on Geometrical Demonstration. Volume 33, page 382, 389, 430, 446. Fielding, Tom Jones. Volume 37. Montesquieu, The Spirit of Laws, Books 1 through 5, 8, 9, 11, and 12. Volume 38, page 1 to 33, 51 to 58, 68 to 96. Fourier, An Analytical Theory of Heat, Preliminary Discourse, Chapters 1 and 2. Volume 45, page 169251. 15. Faraday, Experimental Researches in Electricity, Series 1 and 2. A Speculation Touching Electric Conduction and the Nature of Matter. Volume 45, page 265302, 850855. Hegel, Philosophy of Right, Part 3. Volume 46, page 55 to 114. Marx, Capital, Parts 3 and 4. Volume 50, page 85 to 250. Freud, Civilization and Its Discontents. Volume 54, page 767802. Oops. Oh. 10th year, Sophocles, Ajax, Electra. Volume 5, page 143169. Plato, Timaeus. Volume 7, page 442477. Aristotle, On the Parts of Animals, Book 1, Chapter T. I think it's supposed to be a 1. Book 2, Chapter 1. On the Generation of Animals, Book 1, Chapter 1, 17 and 18, 20 and 23. Volume 9, page 161171, 255256, 261266, 268271. Lucretius, On the Nature of Things, Book 5 and 6. Volume 12, page 61 to 97. Virgil, The Eclogues, the Georgics. Volume 13, page 3 to 99. St. Thomas Aquinas, Summa Theologica, Part 1, QQ 65 to 74. Volume 19, page 339377. St. Thomas Aquinas, Summa Theologica, Part 1, QQ 90 to 102. Volume 19, page 480 527. Chaucer, Canterbury Tales. Prologue, Knight's Tale, Miller's Prologue and Tale, Reeve's Prologue and Tale, Wife of Bath's Prologue and Tale, Friar's Prologue and Tale, Summoner's Prologue and Tale, Partner's Prologue and Tale. Volume 22, page 1. Oh, that's page 130 of this page, sorry. Okay. Page 1593232, 256295, 372382. Shakespeare, The Tragedy of King Richard II, the first part of King Henry IV, the second part of King Henry IV, the life of King Henry V. Volume 26, page 320351, 434502, 532567. Harvey, On the Generation of Animals. Introduction, Exercise 62. Volume 28, page 331470. 11. Cervantes, Don Quixote, Part 2. Volume 29, page 203429. Kant, Critique of Judgment. Critique of Teleological Judgment. Volume 42, page 550613. Boswell, The Life of Samuel Johnson. Volume 44, page 354364, 373384, 391407, 498515, 584587. 14. Goethe, Faust, Part 2. Volume 47, page 115294. Darwin, The Descent of Man, Part 1, Part 3, Chapter 21. Volume 49, page 255263, 590597. Marx, Capital, Parts 7 and 8. Volume 50, page 279283. James, Principle of Psychology, Chapter 1, 5 through 7. Volume 53, page 1 to 7, 84 to 129. 18. Freud, A General Introduction to Psychoanalysis. Volume 54, page 449638. Okay. Sweet. Okay. So here's some words that pop up that they seem to think are important. So maybe for the dictionary, these will be the words that I look up: angel, animal, aristocracy, art, astronomy, beauty, being, cause, chance, change, citizen, constitution, courage, custom and convention, definition, democracy, desire, dialectic, duty, education, element, emotion, eternity, evolution, experience, family, fate, form, God, good and evil, government, habit, happiness, history, honor, hypothesis, idea, immortality, induction, infinity, judgment, justice, knowledge, labor, language, law, liberty, life and death, logic, love, man, mathematics, matter, mechanics, medicine, memory and imagination, metaphysics, mind, monarchy, nature, necessity and contingency, oligarchy, one and many, opinion, opposition, philosophy, physics, pleasure and pain, poetry, principle, progress, prophecy, prudence, punishment, quality, quantity, reasoning, relation, religion, revolution, rhetoric, same and other, science, sense, sign and symbol, sin, slavery, soul, space, state, temperance, theology, time, truth, tyranny, universal and particular, virtue and vice, war and peace, wealth, will, wisdom, world. Okay, and that's the end of that. Oops. Stop.